And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. It's going to be another hot one. We've got a lot of exciting things to talk about in cryptocurrency land, and Bitcoin currently trading at 30,400. It looks like we're about to retest kind of the breakout level here at about 30,750. And what is the big news? You know, the biggest crypto crash in history, Terra Luna, falls from $100 to less than a penny. I don't think we've ever seen that one before. $60 billion wiped out overnight, and that's why they say in cryptocurrency land, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And you might want to consider having what's called risk management, which is, you know, a failure point where you think, okay, this thing is no longer going up, so I'm going to put in a fail-safe, and that's called a stop loss. Definitely recommend you look into that. We have some courses and YouTube videos you can check out on how to put in a stop loss. Anyways, back on to Bitcoin's price action really quick here. I guess I'm going to do a full overview of the markets. Right now, one of the first things I do is check in on NASDAQ. Bitcoin's like a higher beta tech stock, basically does whatever, you know, whatever NASDAQ does. So NASDAQ up 3% today, Bitcoin's up 5%. So it's almost a 2-to-1 beta. And what I would say on NASDAQ, we did say we're very likely to get a bounce, you know, at some point. If we get back over 12,000, that would be good for NASDAQ. Looks like we're minimum going to hit 12,500 and possibly play out. Let's see if we have any bullish or bearish divergence, right? So that's the next thing I look for is bullish or bearish divergence, and you can see a slew of lower lows alongside higher lows on the daily time frame. And I would say yes, at a minimum, we're going to get a shot up to 12,980. Now, where would I be ready to call this breakdown a bear trap? And that would be with a daily closure back above 13,903. If that did happen, I would be ready to call this a bear trap. Do I think that's likely the case? Probably not. Okay, but are we going to play out a bit of a bounce here? Yep, that's very likely. When you see, you know, big days to the downside, you usually get some kind of a bounce at a critical support level, which we did have this marked off. Actually, I think we did say 12,000 was the level on the daily time frame. However, if 12,000 broke, and really, I think we could put that right about there. Yeah, somewhere right around there. And, you know, with targets, major targets down from there. But, yeah, that's it for NASDAQ. So NASDAQ probably going to play out a bounce because we have these drives of hidden bullish divergence, and we're overdue for a bounce, right? So what does that tell me for Bitcoin? If NASDAQ's going to bounce, Bitcoin's probably going to bounce. And do we have any of those same divergences playing out? I don't think so. Actually, we do. Okay, so we got one coming back from this point here. So what we're looking for is lower lows in price, higher lows in RSI. So we got lower lows, that's for sure. Now, where are the, let me just sip this water here. So, where are the higher lows in the RSI? And there you go. You got 1, 2 coming from that point. From here, you probably got more. Yeah. So definitely, so how many do we have from this point over here? Higher lows, sorry, lower lows in price, higher lows in RSI. So we got 1, 2, 3. So 3 drives gets you a shot to the 21. That's what I'm calling it. Back up to 34. You know, 34, call it 35,000, you know, somewhere in line with that 21. And I do believe that would be good for a bounce. If we can get over that, you know, next target is going to be up to fill the gap on CMEs here, which, you know, gaps like to get filled. We have this marked off here, and kind of depends on if we reject there or blast right through it. really on CMEs, I'm looking for a daily closure at least back above 40,000 if you're aggressive, and then 43,000 if you're a little more conservative to call a reversal. But other than that, we're in a daily downtrend on Bitcoin. The old saying is don't fight the daily downtrend. Plus, we're in a weekly downtrend, and we did get the 25% move we were talking about on the daily time frame and on the 5-day. And I'll just kind of bring this up here again. We did say, hey, look, once we start to see BBWP expand from this low level, let's look at it on spot price, sorry. Well, that looks strange. 5-day on spot price. There you go. That's the one I wanted. The Coinbase chart, or KuCoin chart for Bitcoin. I'm going to put that up there. Okay. So we did say, hey, look, the last time the volatility indicator got this low. And when volatility is low, it tells us, hey, a big explosive move is going to come. The last time it got this low, the last 5 times, right, we've had a 45% explosion to the upside or to the downside. So volatility doesn't tell you if it's going to go up or down, but what you would expect is the price to go in the direction of the trend. So if we're in a 5-day downtrend, right, then very likely that explosion was going to come to the downside, and we're saying 45% move from the top to the bottom. We're at 43% right now. I'd say that's pretty much right on the money. So the big question is, can we play out a nice little bounce here? If Bitcoin wants to bounce up to 34,000, could get as high as 39 and fill in that gap on the CMEs, like I said. That is from 30 to 34,000, that's a nice little bounce, if you ask me. Now, a lot of people have been asking about Ethereum. So generally, what I am saying, though, is that we're expecting 6 months of probably sideways and down, right? Creating some pretty good buying opportunities. Bear markets, right? Bear markets in Bitcoin's history, there's been 7 corrections. They've averaged about 70%. Down 80% would take us down to this kind of 12,505 fib retracement. Again, that is lining up with a fib coming down from here. Is that lining up with the fib? No, it's not. Do I need to have it on log scale? What's wrong with my fib? That would be uncalled for. Maybe it's more like this. So are we playing the squinty eyes game where you just kind of see whatever you want to see? Hopefully not. Hopefully that is not the case, but let's see where that puts us. Yeah, so from this consolidation, from this high to this low on a bearish retracement, and again, as long as we're below 55,000 on this time frame, the weekly, it's bearish, right? So what people are doing is they're selling out on those lower highs, That is what people are doing. And NASDAQ and S&P are just horrible. I mean, it looks like we're going to get another pretty good dump to the downside. And if we just take a fib off of this, I mean, we're talking, so that target got hit exactly, right? We're bouncing back up to test support. This is on the weekly time frame. The next target down, if we break this guy right here, I'll just put it up right here now. If that breaks, our next target's going to be right here. Going to be coming in right there, probably off these support lines, somewhere around there. At 2618, coming up there hot. Anyways, what else I want to touch on? Some of the altcoins. Don't think we're going to take a look at Luna today. Not even worth mentioning, right? ApeCoin, still don't really like trading this one in this volatile of a market. I do imagine it does get some kind of a bounce here, but that's bad, right? When you are almost taking out your all-time lows, very bad. And I do imagine if Bitcoin does come down to that $25,000 target again, a lot of these altcoins are really going to get rinsed out. So, yep, take that for what you will. Okay, what else? What else? I guess I will draw out this last kind of idea that is very similar to the 2018. You know, I'm going to save this one for tomorrow. So scratch that. I'll give you orders filling. Nice. Okay. I feel. All right. Anybody else that we want to check out here on the altcoins? I mean, look, Sand up 24%, Gala up 30. Yeah, so it looks like Sand might have a little more to go, as we did get a tick above this high. You know, very likely we're going to touch that 9 exponential. That's almost a touch. And we did make it out of this consolidation right here. We did hit the measure move down to this target right here. Maybe I had it right in this blue box area. But we hit the fib to the exact 2618 fib. So very likely, you know, come back and bounce and test the breakdown level here, you know, back at 201. That could definitely be in the cards. But again, if Bitcoin dumps it out here, it's not going to be pretty at all. And it's not going to be pretty for altcoins, that's for sure. What else did I want to bring up? Sand, Matic, up 17%. Probably got a little bit more to go on Matic. And Luna, let's just take a look if it even shows up on the chart. I don't even think you can buy or sell this one anymore, guys. I don't even think it's possible. You can't even see it. Look, you put it on the monthly. That is, wow. Not 3, 2. I think it's 6 decimals to the right.